And Partick Thistle 1, Falkirk 1. Scottish Division 1, Airdrie 0, Hamilton 0. Clydebank 2, Dumbarton 1. Dundee 2, Dundee United 3. Dunfermline 2, St Johnstone 1. And St Mirren 1, Greenock Morton 4. Scottish Division 2, Ayr 0, Stranraer 0. Forfar 0, Montrose 0. Queen of the South 1, Berwick 4. Stenhousemuir 0, East Fife 1. And Stirling 1, Clyde 1. Scottish Division 3, Albion 3, Queen's Park 1. Brechin 1, Arbroath 1. Caledonian Thistle 1, Ross County 1. Cowdenbeath 0, Livingston 1. And finally a match not on the pools, East Stirling 2, Alloa 2.
Thanks very much, Bob. So now let's see how those results have affected the tables tonight, starting with the Premiership here in England. Newcastle remain top. Of course, they play tomorrow. But Aston Villa climb up to second place after their victory today. Manchester United, of course, play tomorrow. Leeds in fourth place after their victory over Sheffield Wednesday. At the bottom of the table, Manchester City's problems continue. They lost 3-0 against Nottingham Forest today. Bolton still take second position from the bottom. They lost to Queen's Park Rangers today 1-0. Southampton and West Ham play tomorrow. No, they play Monday, actually. Let's have a look at the top of the first. Leicester, 20 points. They beat Norwich 1-0 today. Barnsley and Millwall behind them. They swap places. Barnsley and Charlton drew 1-1. That gave Barnsley their point to go second. At the bottom, a new club at the bottom tonight. It's Port Vale after their 2-2 draw at Wolves. That's because Luton got their first home win of the season against Portsmouth. They won 3-1 and now climb one place off the bottom behind Derby County. And in Scotland, new leaders, Rangers, after their 2-0 win over Celtic at Parkhead. Paul Gascoigne got the second. So Rangers top tonight, 2 points clear of Aberdeen, and Celtic in third place now. Finally, today's pools news. What are the numbers? Here they are coming up. 11 score draws, 9, 10, 13, 19, 22, 29, 33, 44, 54, 56, 57. 5 no scores, 8, 20, 45, 50 and 51. The Spurs result to come, but the forecast, fairly good, it says. Well, that's it. Nick will bring you the National Lottery result just after 8 o'clock.
And we'll both be here again at 8:45. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, good evening. It's raining in the northwest, some of that rain moving south and east tonight across the rest of Britain. But then tomorrow we'll all have a windy mixture of sunshine and blustery showers. At the moment the rain is still in the north and west. It is moving southeast though, so overnight the south and east getting some outbreaks of rain, strong winds staying up in the north and west, and a mild night for us all. And then tomorrow, well, a grey start to the day, but it won't be long before this more general cloud and rain moves away to the south and east, leaving a mixture of sunshine and showers. Now, most of the showers will be up in the north and west. There's few showers, if any, in the southeast. Top temperatures tomorrow up to around 17. Cooler in the north, though, where it will be very windy. Here's a summary.
Sponsored by PowerGen, generating electricity, whatever the weather.
Hello, the main stories now in the central region tonight. A man from the West Midlands has been beaten to death while on holiday in Blackpool. Police say they're baffled by the killing of Gary Whitehouse, who was attacked with a baseball bat.
Today, John Matthews was recovering at home from the shock of seeing his friend Gary Whitehouse attacked and killed. Mr. Matthews didn't want to be interviewed, but did confirm reports from Blackpool about how Gary Whitehouse was killed. Both of them, plus another man, all from the Birmingham area, were on holiday. They went to a nightclub.
It's alleged that a grey car, possibly a Ford Escort, pulled up alongside the three men. The passenger got out of the car. He was carrying a baseball bat and he struck Mr. Whitehouse on the head and struck one of his friends.
Gary Whitehouse died yesterday. Police, like Mr. Whitehouse's family and friends, don't know why. Today, detectives from Blackpool are in Birmingham for further investigations.
A promising motorcycle racer has had a caravan stolen from his front garden with £20,000 worth of equipment inside. Michael Pomfret says that if he doesn't get the items back, his career is over.
Racer Michael Pomfret and his mother have offered a reward. Michael's not that worried about the stolen caravan, but he just wants the vital engine parts back which were inside.
Inside the caravan was all engine components, crankshafts, computer aided design equipment for my bike, which will help my bike go faster.
And without them, you're lost?
Without them, I can't race. If I don't get them back, then my career as a racing cyclist will end.
23-year-old Michael from Stoke-on-Trent is rated in the top 10 of British riders. He just hopes he'll get his vital parts back now.
Thieves have stolen memorial plaques from a crematorium in the Black Country. 9 brass nameplates worth £3,500 were taken from the Bushbury Lane crematorium in Wolverhampton. Cannabis with a street value of £35,000 has been seized during police raids. Drug squad officers from Smethwick in the West Midlands searched several flats during the operation. One man is due to appear before magistrates on drugs charges in November. Range Rover have recalled 4,000 cars after a fault was discovered in the power steering system. The fault affects V8 models with air conditioning, which were built in Solihull from September last year. The company says the defect reduces the effectiveness of the power steering, but isn't dangerous. Parents and teachers from across Warwickshire have taken their protest against education cuts to London.
They're angry at reductions in the county's education budget, which they claim has led to fewer teachers and a rise in class size.
There's massive underfunding in schools, and what we're saying is that we're bearing witness to the words of John Major in April the 1st in Birmingham speaking to Conservatives when he said that education would be a priority. We're saying it must be a priority before and above tax cuts.
We have got to show people just how strongly we feel about it so that we can get money into education to fund the education for the children who are the future of this country.
The people who took part in today's demonstration are worried underfunding will harm pupils and put more pressure on teachers.
And that's the news from Central so far today. Charlie Neal standing by with the weather forecast for the region, and shortly after that, Bob Hall with all today's goals action. Stay with us.
Central weather from the Weather Department.
Hi there, a couple of fronts moving through the region over the next few hours. A warm front first moving through this evening and bringing some light patchy rain to mainly the north and west of the region tonight. Very mild through the first part of the night. Temperatures only starting to drop towards dawn and even then only down to the low 50s as a cold front sweeps down the region. This one bringing light rain through the early hours, but it will brighten up through tomorrow as the rain clears to the southeast. Some sunshine coming through for all of us through the afternoon. The odd shower scattered about, but still a brighter afternoon. That's all from me for now. Bye-bye.
Get ready for this. Ready for action. Ready for speed. Ready for excitement.
Derby County take on Millwall in the Central Match live at 2:30 on Sunday. Now time for the Central Match Goals Extra.
Wolves waste a 2-goal lead at Port Vale. Birmingham City can find no way past Oldham. And West Brom straight away against Huddersfield. Yes, hello again. Welcome to Goals Extra. Action from St Andrews, the Hawthorns, and of course the rest of the Central region coming up in a moment. But no prizes for guessing our opening game today. It's Port Vale against Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Now Port Vale have chances. McCarthy has to come back to keep on side. Guppy on the outside, however, whips one across here, and it's beyond Stowell. And from a Port Vale point of view, unfortunately beyond Lee Mills, but he's won it back, and it's knocked in again towards Guppy. There's the winger's header, and it drifts wide, but a real opening there for Port Vale. Atkins, a first-time ball, and it was an intelligent one too. It released Ferguson, and Thompson is racing through. Here's Don Goodman, a great chance this for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They take the lead. Flowing move, the critical ball played through by Darren Ferguson, and a neat and a crisp finish by Don Goodman. And again, Wolves have enough bodies around, and this is where they're dangerous, when they break like this, and Atkins feeds it through the middle for Daly. It's one-on-one with Griffiths, and Daly carries on. Daly can make it two here. It's a super goal from Tony Daly. Taken by Walker. Lee Mills there. Okay, keeper Stowell with an effective punch. Guppy, they've still got plenty of people up Port Vale. It's towards Glover, and it's put into his own net by Dean Richards. An own goal by the Wolves defender presents Port Vale with a way back into the match. And again, it's McCarthy who gets in there to win good possession for Port Vale. Mills. And it's avoided the keeper out, Guppy, surely now Glover, penalty, the ball handled on the line, and Rankin is going to get sent off. Well, Mark Rankin had no alternative but to handle the ball there as Lee Glover pumped it in towards the net with Stowell down on the ground. Mr. Rennie has to show him the red card. That's in keeping with the laws of the game. It's an unfortunate end to the match for Mark Rankin, and Wolves will play out the remaining minutes of this game with 10 men. It's Andy Porter, and it's 2-2 now. And Port Vale's fans really celebrate. The match has come back to life. They rely on the left boot of Venus to tee something up here, and it's not bad. Oh! And how he wanted a goal to make amends for his own goal. Very, very unlucky.
Well, while the Birmingham City manager Barry Fry contemplates the signing of yet another striker, the Peruvian international Flavio Maestri, his latest 11 had a chance to prove their worth against Oldham Athletic.
As intriguing encounters go, Will Carling's got nothing to worry about. This one opened with passion too, but pulled off after this first-minute flurry from Birmingham. In fact, the only other real highlight of the first half was a miscue, which was just about as close as Oldham ever got to troubling the scoreboard. No surprise that there was no goals at the interval. After the break, well, Birmingham tried to up the pace. They tried to play with more urgency, but the only time they got a sniff was when they were a little lucky, and then the Oldham keeper did the business anyway. In fact, Oldham could have pinched it near the close. It would have been probably more than they deserved, but then again, they didn't really deserve to lose either. It was hardly the sort of form which will get either side playing for promotion come the later parts of the season. Birmingham 0, Oldham 0 was how it finished.
Well, West Bromwich Albion missed the opportunity of going top during last week's defeat at Stoke. Today, they had a chance of redeeming themselves against another team going well this season, promoted Huddersfield Town.
Stuart Naylor had a hand in all 3 goals, this the only one he will have enjoyed though. Bob Taylor's persistence brought him his 6th goal of the season, a lead that was worth the agonising wait. But Huddersfield was soon level. Naylor's failure to claim at the near post allowed Tom Cowan the chance to head in from 6 yards. But if that was merely unfortunate from Naylor's point of view, the next was purely and simply embarrassing. Naylor's drop appeared to be without outside influence, and Andy Booth put Huddersfield in front. In the second half, Paul Raven's challenge on Booth was ruled as fair. Huddersfield's vociferous appeals for a penalty went unrewarded. They still held on to confirm Albion's 2nd consecutive defeat.
Well, Stoke City felt they might have turned the corner with last week's televised win over West Brom. Could they continue that improved form at Crystal Palace?
Friedman and Carruthers sound more like a firm of solicitors than strikers, but their first-half scores meant a point apiece at the Palace. Dougie Friedman powered through the middle to put Palace in front on the half hour. 6 minutes later, an equally well-taken Stoke equaliser. Paul Pesky-Solido got a touch to Graham Potter's pass, and Martin Carruthers sped on to score. Stoke came closest to scoring in the second half when Keenan Wallace set up Pesky-Solido, whose shot was pushed away by Nigel Martin. And after a sweeping Palace move, Mark Edworthy centred, and Gareth Taylor was about to celebrate a debut goal when Mark Prudhoe spoilt his afternoon with a great save. Palace won, Stoke City won.
And this was a priceless win for the top teal, Emil Heskey, in the 87th minute with his first senior goal. Biggest game in the second division today was at Gresty Road. Third place Crewe Alexandra against fourth place Notts County. Dennis Coath again has the best moments.
Substitute Andy Legg cross for Tony Agana, who scored at the far post to give Notts the lead 4 minutes after the interval. But on 72 minutes, from Edwards' cross, Ashley Westwood glanced in an equaliser for Crewe. 8 minutes later, Devon White's 11th goal of the season put Notts County back level. White blasting the ball in from Tony Agana's pass. But 2 minutes from time, Steve McCauley was head and shoulders above the crowd to head Crewe level again.
To the south of the region now, where Oxford United's unbeaten home record was on the line again at the Manor Ground. Bristol Rovers, the latest team to try and dent it.
Oxford look upon the Manor as their fortress, but this afternoon Bristol Rovers were king of the castle. They crowned some neat football with 2 first-half goals. Marcus Browning struck first. As for United, they struggled. The only jewel was Bobby Ford. Mind you, Rovers' second was a real sparkler. Oxford beaten all ends up as Marcus Stewart made it 2-0. In the second half, United gave themselves a chance with a goal from winger Chrissy Allen, but that was the beginning and end of the comeback. First home defeat of the season. Oxford United 1, Bristol Rovers 2.
Well, Walsall's promising start to the season seems to have petered out of late. 9 points from 9 games until today. Exactly the same record as their visitors, Carlisle United.
More than 200 minutes of goalless football for Walsall were brought to an end by a 10th minute penalty. Chris Marsh, the player, felled. Martin O'Connor, the man to score from the spot. O'Connor then inspired the second 6 minutes later. His cross eventually allowing Kevin Wilson to score. But it didn't make the game as safe as perhaps it should have done. 8 minutes into the second half, Carlisle pulled themselves back into the game through Jeff Thorpe. Despite a late onslaught from Carlisle, Walsall held on, though, to win 2-1.
2:30 tomorrow, the central match live. Derby County against Millwall. And Aston Villa's win at Coventry means they go second in the Premiership. Goodbye.
It's just one nightmare scenario after another for Baywatch. And the strain is beginning to take its toll on the home front.
I know he's an oddball, but it doesn't mean to say he's killed his missus.
You just keep your nose out of my property, all right, Rico?
One dead, one alive. Dowsing.
Fire!
The flames of passion between Billy and Lauren.
Look, just get lost, will ya? The baby is yours. You think I'd lie just to keep you?
Turbulent times in London's Burning, Sunday at 9 on Central.
The drama is as high as the rollers. New Baywatch is next.
He met the girl of his dreams last night. She promised to call. He can't go out. So he's getting all frustrated, pacing up and down. Then the phone rings. Hello? It's his mum.
Oh, hi, Mum.
What if the girl rings now? Trapped. But if If he had the new call minder service on his phone, there'd be none of this. It works like an answer phone without the bits and bobs. You just call a number to see who's called you. It even records messages when you're engaged.
Remember me? I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed the other night, and I promised.
I know it's a corny ending, but it's happy. If you fancy a 3-month free trial, call this number.
Maybe we could do it again.
If your idea of a typical estate car is something that resembles a wardrobe on wheels, take a look at the new Citroen Zandia Estate. And if you're wondering what it's like flat out, well, it's got all the capacity I need.
Every day, thousands of people like you begin the search for a brighter future. It's not easy. You want to get ahead, but you need an edge. You need skills. Lift yourself above the crowd with work-based training and vocational qualifications. Call 0345 665588. Start training and free your potential.
Who are you?
Pocahontas.
In the Sunday Mirror tomorrow, get a free Pocahontas sticker album and free stickers. Plus, get a free Pocahontas cassette, and there's a special Sunday Mirror t-shirt offer.
How?
Oh, only in the Sunday Mirror tomorrow.
Looking for a mortgage? Before you go any further, make sure you ring the Derbyshire on this number now, or call into your nearest branch. The mortgage you've been looking for. It's a Derbyshire thing.
Who could save you up to £50 on your car insurance? Call free 0800 282820. Guardian Direct.
If you'd like a 3-month free trial of CallMinder, call free phone 0800 800 111.
It's taxing. It's teasing. It's testing. The Krypton Factor is the ultimate test of brains and brawn. Mondays at 7 on Central. The Krypton Factor.
If you play your cards right, you could be in for a giggle.
Nice to see you, Nice!
A little hysteria might also creep in.
If you didn't see our first show, they cleaned us out. We're going to the pub!
Bruce's Price is Right, Monday entertainment at 8 on Central.
Now, a brand new series begins with a special 2-part story. The new Baywatch.
Baywatch is sponsored by Shockwaves from Weller. Shockwaves from Weller.
Strictly entre nous, I must tell you about Bird's Eye's range of fish cuisine. This one's vegetable Tuscany bake. Lovely fillet of fish with a delicious cheesy topping of leeks, carrots, juicy onions and broccoli florets. Wonderful. Bird's Eye fish cuisine. Fish worth talking about.
Beat this! To reserve your bite for Christmas for just £15 deposit, get down to Halfords now.
We opened Paniol 15 months ago. We as a team have extremely high standards and that's exactly what we're all about here. We're a small business, I even do the washing, lots and lots of weddings. With a big cloth like this, I've got so many different stains to deal with. Chocolate, asparagus, good old gravy, black cherry. I've tried other powders, but I can't always be sure, there's something left on it. With new Ariel Future, it's fabulous. It makes such a difference for me.
On this variety of tough stains, some were left behind, but Ariel Future removes significantly more stains than ever before.
This, for me, is as perfect as the bride's gown. It looks beautiful. It's such a special day. It's taken 3 days to prepare, and in 3 hours, it's all going to have disappeared. But that's catering, and I absolutely love it.
New Ariel Future, not just nearly clean, but really clean.
Who are you?
Pocahontas.
In the Sunday Mirror tomorrow, get a free Pocahontas sticker album and free stickers. Plus, get a free Pocahontas cassette, and there's a special Sunday Mirror t-shirt offer.
How?
Oh. Only in the Sunday Mirror tomorrow.
However far you're going, will make you feel at home. Regional Railways Alpha Line services.
I do love the sales. That's why I enjoy shopping for my groceries at Summerfield. They have Price Check. It's a bit like a sale every day of the week with loads of offers on anything from fresh fruit to cheese and wine. And because I've saved so much, I thought I'd treat myself to this little number.
Do you want a hand inside with that, love?
Price Check at Summerfield. Savings that add up.
Shockwaves from Weller. Shockwaves from Weller.
Price Check at Summerfield. More offers, now even better savings. Like our 5-kilogram pack of selected potatoes at half price. Or fresh chicken cut to just 58p a pound. And who could resist McVitie's St Clement's cheesecake? Half price at just 99p.
Now there's an offer. Price Check at Summerfield. Savings that add up.
Dove contains neutral cleansing ingredients and 1/4 moisturizing cream.
Listen up! Cadbury are offering you a delicious free McDonald's breakfast. That's right, I said free! Just collect any 7 Cadbury's wrappers with a McDonald's flash on, hand them over at the restaurant in this special envelope, and enjoy the great taste of McDonald's with the compliments of Cadbury. Free McDonald's breakfast, only from Cadbury.
I'm just here to tell you about the absolutely wonderful fresh lemon smell Lemon Fairy gives you. It's the very zest of lemon liquids.
The news of the world.
Take a handful of quality paper, then take some great fashion and beauty articles, top celebrity features, bit of Mystic Meg, and the first of my free recipe cards, a few staples to bind it. And there you have it, one New Look Sunday magazine, free in tomorrow's News of the World.
How do? I'm Terry. This is for mate John. How do? This is how we used to spend our evenings. Brilliant.
Or chutneys.
Spicy curry flavour evening. One pot noodle cocktail! Until yesterday when we saw this.
Hang on, what's all this about nutrition, Terry?
And this.
Quick! Oh, yeah.
Get it closer. Get the fibre. Fibre!
All right.
What are you saying you make as a pot noodle? It's frilly food, like leaves. You've made an error. It's too gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Kellogg's Fruit and Fiber's delicious combination of fruit, nuts and flakes means you never know what's going to come next. For instance, 1 minute it's... and the next it might be... See what I mean? Absolutely delicious.
Kellogg's Fruit and Fiber. Every mouthful is a new experience.
It's less than you think.
New Dove Cream Wash with 1/4 moisturizing cream. Everything you expect from Dove at the touch of a button.
Shockwaves from Weller.